What's up? It's your boy Karceno here. Representing live to the people. On my way out. Just dropped the girl off. Now I can get out in the world and do my thing. So that's how you do it. I get to hang out with my boys tonight and go kick it with them. You know, the girl's satisfied. She got to, enjoy the rest of her day, spend some time with me. See, I got to clear my schedule this way, so I got all day tomorrow for everything I need. No, this ain't a beat it up night. This is a make sure she's happy, quality time night. What's up with Jalen and Molly? Shoot, I don't know. Now, are y'all ready? Now, y'all been asking me for another hood story. And I said, well, let's go. We go back to the past. We go back to when I was driving a Chevy Cavalier. Back before anybody had anything at that time. So I had an all green Chevy Cavalier. And here, we always had like these fests. Like, whatever town you in, they got a fest where they had like a carnival and they bring out an amusement park and all that stuff. So we had like a Northbrook Fest, a Glenbrook Fest and all that stuff. So we sitting there chilling. Next thing you know, at one of these fests, I wasn't even there. I'm playing like Super Nintendo somewhere or PlayStation. And next thing you know, no, it was Nintendo 64 actually. That's exactly what it was. It was my Nintendo 64. Because I remember my PlayStation, I had a PlayStation and a Nintendo 64. So I'm like, well, bet. We gonna stay with what we got. I got the Nintendo 64 out. I broke that out. Boom. Now I got that on the table. Everybody's like, man, look, dude got the 64. He got the new games. So we playing that. No, this ain't the first live hood story, buddy. This is the second one. You missed the last one. But anyway, we like, bet. We got all that. No problem. Next thing you know, my boys we all playing the game and stuff at my crib. They went up to the, the little carnival fest or whatever. And with them, they go up there and talk to girls all the time, but they be talking to some like young girls. I'll be like, nah, I ain't into that. That's jail time. I'll be like, dog, that girl is not no 19 years old. She is 19. I'll be like, that girl ain't no damn 19. She can't come up in my crib. So all of a sudden, he hooked up with these two girls. They was actually from college. And he was like, man, this was after the fact. See, I got to tell you the story how I got it. But I got to inform y'all because at this time, I didn't know. My boy went to two other dudes before them and tried to get them to go see and kick it with the girl. But they didn't have a car. So he had already told them about there's a girl up here and she got a friend and I don't want to be alone. I need somebody to jump on the grenade. But there was only one problem. The girls told him, like, we got boyfriends at college. So he was like, all right, I'm going to just bring my boy anyway. But her friend is, like, still going. Like me, I don't like talking to nobody else's girlfriend. Because I knew how that'd be if somebody was talking to my girl. So I was like, you know what? I don't even want to do this, because I'm like, he's like, no, you ain't got to do it. Just sit there with an entertainer. You know, I'm going to go bang her friend, because her friend is fun. Like, man, the girl I got, she's so fun. The girl, he's like, and I'm like, well, what's the girl look like that you want me to sit there with? She all right. I get there, right? I see the girl that he liked, that he hooking up with and everything. I drive over there because he needed me to drive. So I go over there. It's me and him. We get there, and his girl, I see her, and she's like, all right. The girl that I gotta sit there with looks like Rosario Dawson. She is fun, drop dead gorgeous. And I almost looked at him like, are you serious? This the one you want me to sit next to? And entertain? And you hollered at the friend? So I'm like, I'm trying to figure this out in my head. And she's smart as a whip. So I'm like, how did this even happen? Like, so I asked him, like, how did y'all meet and all this? So I'm sitting there conversating. Come to find out, he went over there trying to holler to see which one's gonna go. So then I started figuring out the behavior. My boy, you know, like, the other girl's easier to go through. You know, so for him, he looking at, like, I want to score. This chick gonna be a lot of work. This girl here is gonna go for it. And I'm like, yeah, well, this chick definitely got a boyfriend. I see why she got a boyfriend. She fine as could be. So we sitting there, we watching a movie, a VHS movie, because they in a basement. They in the house, they got a basement. They got the whole basement to themselves, and they live there and all this stuff. Well, she lived there and her friends just visiting, and they home from college. So we sitting over there, and we had a VHS movie at the video store. Believe it, there was the thing called video stores back then. And they had a movie that I used to watch as a kid called Hamburger the Motion Picture. If you can Google Hamburger the Motion Picture, it's a hilariously stupid movie, but it'll have you laughing all day long. So we sitting there cracking up laughing watching Hamburger the movie. So after Hamburger the movie was over, or while during the movie, you know, we sitting there and I'm like, where's your boyfriend? So I just happened to ask her, so like, you know, like, where's your boyfriend and all this, and they over there snuggled up. And she's telling me like, I don't have a boyfriend. I'm like, you don't have a boyfriend? I thought you and your girl got, you know, like some boyfriends back in college. She was like, nah. She's like, I don't have a boyfriend. She's like, I was dating this guy, but we broke up. But she just said that, you know, just so, you know, in case I wasn't feeling nobody, I'd be like, I got a boyfriend. You know, I wasn't feeling this. I was like, oh, okay. You know, I get it. So now, my boy trying to score. Me and old girl, we kind of click and everything. She got my number, I got her number. We sitting there, we chilling, we watching the movie and everything else. So the friend, you know, he trying to score with the friend and she ain't really going. So now he mad. And he want to blame me for the fact he ain't scoring. Man, she ain't want to do nothing because you there. Why you ain't take her and y'all go somewhere or something? Man, I swear, I'm like, you dog, you could have went in her bedroom if that was the case. So we get all the way back, he mad. He mad at me. So old girl called me as soon as I get to the house. Back then, people used to call your home. But that's another story. I had a cordless phone. So I get home, she called me. We talking, she got my beeper number, everything. I had a beeper. So anyway, I'm talking on her on the phone. We conversating, we cool. So I'm going back out there because I got a car. So I'm finna ride back out there to go see her. He got in contact with another dude, and they finna go back out there to try to get her with the girl. And then he wanted to cut me out the whole picture. So I got my own car. I could just drive back out there. And plus, she invited me. She was like, I don't know. He's coming back here with somebody. Because she said he coming out here and they supposed to be going somewhere. They asked me if I wanted to go. I'm like, nah, I'm finna go somewhere with you. And I was like, bet. So I'm coming out there. So when I get out there, I say, I don't want it to be no commotion. I'm just going to pick you up. What time are they supposed to be there? Yeah, I'm going to come pick you up. So when I come and pick her up, before anything went down, he come there with his homeboy and like, hey, where your girl? He's like, oh, she going with your friend. So he's like, oh, dog, what you over here trying to do? You snaking me. That's a snake move. I'm like, how's it a snake move? You went back over there with somebody else. He was just giving me a ride. I'm like, you ain't called me up saying let's go. I'm like, oh, girl, hit me up. She wanted to go out with me. So anyway, he's salty. So when he go there, and next thing you know, him and old girl end up finding out where we went, and they changed their plans to go where I'm at. So they come over there, and then the whole time he's with his boy. So now his boy is the third wheel, and we hanging out here at this little fest thing they got, and he's trying to like score points with the girl by trying to front on me. You know, make me the expense of every joke he got. And trying to show off in front of the chick. So I pick up on it real early and I said, all right, I see where this is going. So I told her, I said, look, let's go on ahead and, you know, let's leave, let's go over here. We finna go over here. Y'all go over there. And I said, we finna get in the car and we finna go someplace else. We ain't finna be in this circle no more. Because I already know he over here front and he's salty. Because he want to try to kick something off. And he got his boy here and his boy's salty. He probably promised his boy a good time. And she ain't interested in his boy no way. So he told his boy to try to go and holler at her anyway, you know, and that wasn't even working out. So now, he mad. So when he get back home, he lying to everybody we know. Yeah, then he gonna go behind my back. Yeah, me and my boy, we out there, we trying to get him. He don't want nobody to scout on the chick, so he gonna take her. Cause she ready to go. He made up a whole big lie in the hood. So everybody believing this lie he done told. Like, oh man, you done went over there and snaked her, man. You trying to keep her there and ain't trying to run her. And you over there trying to wife her up. I'm like, dog, none of that stuff. Stop believing fools. Stop believing fools. Then he tell about some, man, I was finna steal on him in his face, man, and he broke out. I'm like, he said he was finna hit me? Yeah, bet. That's what it is. I went to his house. He didn't even want to come outside. I rung his doorbell like, ding, 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 ding. That was the last straw. I'm like, he said he was finna hit me? Oh, no. So he ain't want to come outside. So I said, you know what? I had the old girl in the car. I was like, I'll let her tell you. She right here. She'll tell y'all what happened. So she straight up told him like the whole thing, the whole layout. Like, oh no, that ain't even what happened. He mad because my girl won't give him none. I was like, oh man. And the only thing is that the girl was playing him. The whole time the girl was just using him as a sucker to get him to come take her around while she go back to school. She was never gonna give him none. That was never her plan. She just looking for a sucker so that she can have fun with. Her friend told me the whole drop. So now you done fronted on your only homeboy that was really coming to pick you up. The other dude just picked you up because you told him there was a broad involved. That was the only reason he stuck his neck out. Now I'm like, all the stuff I did for you, this is the thanks I get? Now you want to front off on a chick that you wined and dined and spent all your hard-earned money for, and she ain't give you nothing back in return? Nothing. He got played all the way around. And he mad because old girl hanging out with me her entire time. She over there hanging out with us. Your girl won't even come out that way. You gotta go drive, you gotta go find a way to get out. She was like, come forget me. So he felt like a sucker because everybody in the hood like, yeah, old girl told us what happened, man. You a sucker. You a lame. You over here, you ain't even getting none. You saw that you ain't getting none. So now you want to hate on somebody who doing good. I'm like, I'm doing great. So now you want to hate on me. I'm like, ain't that something? That's how people be. Well, see, the thing is, you got friends and you have associates. You have people that you associate with. And then you got people that are like your diehard friends. He's not a diehard friend, but he ain't never done nothing wrong until that time. So you never know how good a friend is going to be until you're in a situation where you need them or they reveal themselves. You know, the dude was a stand-up dude. He was a good person until he ran into a situation he couldn't handle. He ran into a situation where when it came to a woman and the woman didn't want him and couldn't get it up, he wanted to sabotage everything for everybody. What's up, Nate Rob? And my thing is this. Old girl wanted to get up with you. He really blew it a long time ago because he was so aggressive. Guys don't realize that women don't like aggressiveness all the time. That stuff is not cool. You play yourself. You make yourself look thirsty. You gotta be able to hold a conversation with women. Y'all don't understand. People act like they cannot sit there and talk to women. They have nothing to say. It's crazy. I mean, he was just using me as an excuse. Because he couldn't close and he so, in his mind, he thinking I'm gonna be judging him because he didn't score with old girl. Because she was playing him off while in front of me. So to save face, he want to blame me. You know, so when he go back to the hood, he feel like hood stripes is more important than the truth. You know, I don't understand people like that. They dwell in so much stupidity. Like they care about like hood stripes. I cared about getting money. I ain't care about a hood stripe. They can keep the hood stripe. So anyway, I was with the chick till she went back. A matter of fact, I drove and saw her one time because she went to Champaign. She went to U of I. And then I was stopping at SIU, and that's only like another hour away. I was like, man, I'm going to see if she's around so I can go see her and check out. But man, she's gorgeous. She looked, man, I wonder where she is today, man. Woo, she looked like Rosario Dawson. That's exactly what she looks like. And she say both her mama and daddy black, but she look Hispanic. She like she got part Hispanic in her. Yeah, you're right, man. It's not a good thing to go back and look for old chicks, man. I was like, man, I wonder what happened to this one chick I remember I did and found her on Facebook. I was like, oh no, what happened to you? I was trying, I hope she don't know I looked at her page. Let me get out of here.
Hello.
Hey, what's up, dude?
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, now I'm officially in the hood. I done paid the toll, now I'm in Jersey. And then the dude, this is another situation. So you basically getting a 2-for-1 on this one. because this the same guy that begged me to take his homeboy and give him a ride one time. He was like, yo, man, that's my homie, man. Yeah, he cool peoples, man. We was going to Dundee, Illinois. For anybody that's on Illinois watching this, we were on our way to Dundee, Illinois. Dundee is like way out of there. Only thing I know that's in Dundee is Santa's Village. And I ain't been to Santa's Village probably ever. Or I was 2 years old. Ain't nobody in the hood finna drive out to no Dundee, Illinois. So I'm like, Dundee? And I'm like, we gotta go way out there? And he was like, yeah, man, can you take my boy with you and this and this? He begged me to take him and drive, let him ride with me. I didn't even, this is what I'm talking about. I don't know these dudes. If I don't really know them, I don't like people in my car that I don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's why I was telling him, he know that. And I'm like, dog, if I don't know people, I don't really want them in my car. Because I don't know if they got drugs on them, guns on them, you know what I'm saying? I don't know these dudes. So, he's like, no, you know, like, he good people. So this is before the chicks, this is before all of that. This is back when we was like tight. He called and asked me, could my boy ride with me up there? Because he was by my crib. Could I pick him up? I said, man, yeah, I could do that. What's up, Ireland? In the house. So I went and picked up. Okay, I just got a message. So I went and picked him up. When I get over there, I see I'm like by the door and his grandma right there. And she was like, well, before you can do this, are you gonna do that for me? And he telling his grandma the way he talked to his grandma and all disrespectful. I already had a bad vibe about that. I'm like, man, you couldn't do that for your grandma? She just wanted you to get her something from downstairs. You ain't even have to leave the house. Your own grandma, she's like 60-something years old. She like, hey, baby. She's sitting there in the chair. She asked him to go get something out the thing, out the kitchen. He was too lazy to do that. So I was like, man, you know, I observe everything. Everything. It helps me judge character. It might save your life too. So I already saw he was shiesty. That told me he was like just a selfish person right there. So I already have a slight, you know, disadvantage. He already got a mark on him on my record, and I just met him. So he already get in the car. He was, yeah, man, what's up, man? It's a nice ride, man. Yeah, man. You know, I'm just sitting up here. Then he want to blaze up a smoke in my car. Whoa, bro, you can't do that. This is a non-smoking car. There's no smoking in here. You ain't finna smoke in my car. Oh, man, I'm sorry, fam. Sorry, fam. So he put, yeah, and I'm like, dog, you finna just start smoking in my car. There is no smoking ever in my car. This the rehab car. You ain't finna drink a bottle. You ain't finna crack no 40s. Nothing of that nature is going on in my car. So after that, we get to the place where we supposed to meet. Everybody up there, we chilling, and he finally get out, right? So we all, you know, in the spot, and he gets, we all playing pool. We had Mysticals. I'm saying it like you know it, but Mysticals is a place where, like, all of us are. Like, we go, there's like a pool hall, it's a meeting ground. Like, everybody go kick it. You know, it's got all kind of stuff there. So, pool tables, air hockey. So, we all chilling at Mysticals. And sure enough, there's some other guys in there. And for some reason, I don't even know what happened. He get in an argument with one of the other dudes. And he just extra. And you know how you know two of the guys? And I'm like, oh, I'm like, no, that's, I play ball with him. So they's all, you know him? I'm like, yeah, man, I know him. He ain't on all that. So I said, well, he ain't on nothing, you know, like trying to start no beef. So I'm like, why is this dude being extra? He was like, oh, man, you lucky because I killed this dude. I'll bash his head in. And I looked at my boy who begged me to pick him up. I'm like, dog, man, get your boy. This Mysticals, we know the owner. We know the owner of this place. You know what I'm saying? The owner look out for us. And the owner, I'm like, the last thing you want to do is make yourself the stereotype to why they don't want to let black people in places like this. That's one thing I don't like for us to do. Don't make a stereotype on us. You know what I'm saying? Don't live up to that. So they could be like, see, yep, it was about 4 or 5 black guys, yep. And you see what happened when the more they are, yep. See? So, I'm like, dog, get your boy, take him outside. All right, peace, Nate. Good seeing you. You got your fans in here. So I'm like, all right, chill, you know, I got this, you know, and don't worry about it. It's all good. You know, we went through the whole procedure. My man's go back inside. He takes a drink, took the bottle, and gonna throw it at the dude I hoop with. And throw it on him. Do something, bitch. Do something, bitch. Do something, bitch. He can't handle liquor. He can't handle liquor. Can't handle liquor. And y'all got him hanging out with me. Then he gonna talk about he can barely stand up. He falling down. He taking his belt off, getting ready to fight. I'm like, dude, these dudes, I play basketball with them. They're in shape. This dude, he about to have a heart attack arguing. Man, I'll kill y'all. He's got his belt off, his pants falling down, wrapping the belt around his hands. Nigga, I'll show you how we do it on the 9. I'll show you how we do it on the 9. I'm like, dog, you finna get your hand stomped in. These dudes are laughing at you. I'm like, man, I just met this dude today. So I look at my boy, the same one who was all, and I'm like, well, how are you friends with him? He was like, man, he gets drunk sometimes, man, but this is my guy, man, he good. Then I started to piece it together. When the chick thing happened, they both identical. That's why they friends. They both selfish people. They can't help it. They users. They look for somebody they can use, and then they wind up by themselves. That's why they never with the friends that they started out with. They don't have no day ones. All they day ones is gone. And I'm like, we way out here in Dundee. It just so happened, dude live over there, man. It's like 55,000 Mexicans over there. They will come out here and bash your head in. Bash his head in. He's so stupid. He don't even know that they could do that. If I wasn't there, they'd have been at the bottom of somebody's shoe. But we know the owner at Mystical. I'm like, we know Gus, we know the owners, we know everybody in here, man. We do not leave a bad impression. And this fool went and did just that. Acting out, taking his pants, belt out his pants. I'm like, why are you dropping your pants? You ain't gonna even be able to fight. You can't even stand up. Your pants falling down. So when all this was over, the goofy dude thought he was riding back with me. And I'm like, oh, no. This was a one-way deal. Your homeboy taking you home. I don't know how y'all getting here. Oh, no, man, I ain't going back that way. He stayed by you. Bruh, I'm not going back home. I'm staying somewhere close out here. I'm going like Schaumburg. I'm not finna stay there. And he ain't staying with me. You better get your boy home somewhere. Because your boy almost messed us up at Mysticals. Here's the thing about the place. All right? The place is ran by mobsters, allegedly. Okay? They have some of the best pool tables in the world. Now, when you got the best pool tables in the world, like, I mean, they play BCA rules, you know, for billiards. They play the real way, ball in hand. Ain't no line the ball up there past the line. They play professional pool. They have tournaments there. You don't mess with those tables. You don't put a beer or a drink on that table. You don't, when they had those tables refilled, that's cost a lot of money. So if you spill a drink, you do anything stupid on those tables, they gonna show you the meaning of an ass whooping. And I wouldn't want to be the result of knowing how that was gonna go down. You don't mess around in that place. You remember Bronx Tale? Now you can't leave. It would have been one of those scenarios. Needless to say, after the chick incident, I don't really hang out with dude no more. I see him probably once every 3 years. Like, if we have a reunion, you know, that's the only time I really see him. Last time I saw him, he was hurting for some cash. And he was like, man, you know, I'll wash your car. I can get your rims clean and all that stuff. Clean your car out for you. So I used to let him clean my car. I said, all right, man, go ahead. You can clean my car. I had my Durango then. I'm like, yeah, man, you know, yeah. If I see you in the hood, I'll let you clean the car. So I let the dude clean the car. I come back out. This dude smoking a blunt in my car. My ashtray is full of all cigar. The insides of a cigar is all in my doggone ashtray. I don't smoke. And the dude gonna lie and say it ain't him. I'm like, dude, let me tell you something. My girl don't smoke. She don't do blunts. And definitely, if she started, she definitely ain't gonna do it in my car. Nobody smokes here. Now, I'm like, the only person that smoked in my car was my grandfather. He had a half a Tampa Sweet, and that's because he's too old for me to tell him anything. But he passed away, rest in peace, and I was the last person ever gonna smoke in my car. Now, anybody else, that ain't gonna ride. I don't know where y'all love smoking blunts from. That, to me, that's just a waste of money and time. Smoking a blunt. I know a person that dove in the street for a blunt. Cars coming 40 miles an hour. This fool opened the door, dove out the car because a blunt flew out the window. He was trying to roll up a blunt. It blew out of the window. Cars coming 40, 50 miles down the expressway. This fool gonna jump out rather than open another blunt. Risk his dumb life to get hit. We. thought Joe Budden was older than me. Joe Budden is younger than me, and I look way younger than Joe Budden. How did that happen? Blunts. Weed. That too. It's a gateway drug. You know, and I don't want to say it, but he got a lot of like feminine tendencies. Joe Budden. I've seen him do a lot of feminine things on that show that's not manly or masculine. Joe Budden, I mean, he was almost like 3 snaps in a circle on the video. If you watch him, if you watch the video when they in there looking for the guy at Complex and they was like Joe Budden going to rant, watch Joe. Like when he's walking around looking for the guy, he's got his arm out like, I'm like, what is he doing? Then he be sitting with his legs crossed. I'm like, what is he doing? I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Somebody got to tell me something. I still got the Prince Rick James video coming. So don't worry about that. We still got that coming. Right now I'm taking a trip to the hood. People know I live like an hour, 40 minutes away from everything. And they still send me the text like, where are you? I'm like, where am I? Well, I'm not even going to respond to the text of where are you because I'm already like on the road there. I'm like, I'm driving, I'm live chatting. It'll be good to see my brothers. Today's the anniversary of the day my friend was murdered. So we got to go and do this again on this date. If he was with me on a couple of those missions, none of them dudes would have ever had a chance to see what I take and put up with. He wouldn't have put up with for 15 seconds. He would have just checked it right at the door. Me, I give people the benefit of the doubt and let things play out. He ain't gonna let nothing play out. He'll blow it up right then and there on the spot. He would have snapped on dude as soon as he ain't do nothing for his grandma. He would have cussed him out right then and there. See, me, I wouldn't have done that. I'd have been like, well, that's his grandma. I just have it in my own head. He ain't finna take that to the head at all. That was my right-hand man. Always knew what he was thinking at the drop of a hat. No matter what time of the day it was, I know where he is. I'm like, I know where he at. What time is it? Yep, I know where he at. Oh, you do? Yep, know exactly where he is. Some cowards shot him on accident. They weren't even trying to shoot him. They wanted to shoot his windows out of his car and scare him because he was in the car with a girl. What kind of punks do that? You know what I'm saying? They confessed to the shooting because they didn't know they killed him. They just like, yeah, we shot the windows out. We did it. And they was like, well, congratulations. You just killed somebody. Then they start crying like babies. But they was tough guys at first. See how stupid people are? Yep. So I'm where the destination I'm going. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy a good time with my brothers. Y'all have a blessed night. I'm out. Don't forget to watch the videos. Definitely check out that Adrian Broner video. He getting arrested. Where he just trick on himself. Talking to the cops. Telling them stuff he ain't even supposed to be telling them. Because he don't even know they got the camera on him. That was just ridiculous. Then I got the Rockefeller versus Def Jam. The whole contract. Broken down. What's up, Ireland? All right. Thank you, Emily. I appreciate that. All right, I got to ride.